Wendi Dee here, Pure Jivan. I'm here with Wes at a wonderful restaurant. Wes?
Hello.
We're here in Portland. Can you tell us about your restaurant here?
Well, it is called Blossoming Lotus. We have been in this location for about 8 months now. We had a location in the Pearl for about 4 years, and actually 5 years, and we just relocated to this location in July of last year. Things are going pretty good here. We've had this kitchen the whole time.
I'm going to try to look down there. It's a big kitchen. I've seen some raw huge kitchens, and but you serve cooked food here too, but yes, it's also vegan, right?
Yes, it's all vegan. We've split it up between raw and cooked food. I like a little bit of both, but we do have a pretty strong raw food customer base. And the original Blossoming Lotus was started in Kauai by a guy named Mark Reinfeld. That one fell on hard times during the when the economy kind of went down, and they had to shut down, and they are regrouping. And I guess we've been going strong since last year. This one.
So you said you've been here about 8 months here at this location, and is it making a profit yet? I know it's really difficult for a restaurant to make a profit.
No, it's not yet, but we are able to. My business partners are able. We are able to pay ourselves, which is good because some restaurants start off not being able to pay themselves. I think we have a kind of a unique situation because we're not necessarily. This isn't new. We had built, we kind of built off of the other location, and then. We took some of our already existing business and brought it over here.
That's great.
We are still building and growing. We're getting by, but turning a profit is a little tricky, especially with vegan, organic, and a lot of raw food. It takes a lot of preparation.
Your prices were very inexpensive for organics, which I was surprised by.
I think that's a unique situation to Portland. A lot of people, I think the living wage is a little bit lower here. So a lot of people expect high quality food, but they don't necessarily have the means to pay for it. So you can't go too high, especially since we're not really going for fine dining. We're going for kind of upscale, but not fine dining.
So is the cost of organic produce here less expensive than other parts of the country?
Well, we get a pretty good deal on it because we've been working with OGC, and they kind of put us with local farmers, and we were able to get a good, because it's just the volume of produce we've been buying over the years, we've been able to get a really good deal on some of the produce. We're still continually trying to outsource more local, more seasonal stuff, working with, going to the farmer's market and just meeting new farmers and stuff. Unfortunately, the Pacific Northwest, so there's kind of a limit on what's available local. So we're all really looking forward to the summer and the spring. A lot of the fruits and vegetables come into season.
So you eat raw foods?
I do, but I'm not solely raw food.
And how did you get into that?
Well, I have been vegan for since 1991. I got into veganism through punk rock music when I was a kid. That was kind of part of the scene. And started cooking when I was 14. Kind of had to. My parents stopped cooking for me. I think as a way to kind of test my
surviving skills.
Yeah, or just to see if I was really serious about it. And I went and got a job and at a grocery store, and I started buying my own food and cooking my own food. And it was kind of there that I developed a kind of a passion for cooking, and just kind of worked my way up through kitchens over the years. The Blossoming Lotus helped me relocate out here. They offered me a job out here, and I came out here about 4 years ago, March 13th, and so in all the changes and everything, raw food wasn't really big when I was growing up. It just started developing over the past few years. So it wasn't really part of my culinary vocabulary until I moved out here, and it was really big and popular out here.
Did you train anywhere, or are you self-taught?
No, I'm self-taught.
Wow, the food is fantastic.
Thank you. When I moved out here, I kind of had like this little competitive streak, that developed when I moved out here, because everything was was on a different level, and the raw food, I took it, something that I was not familiar with, but something that I was kind of immersed in, and I took, I felt like it was a personal challenge for me to start, exploring that. And I still feel like I'm pretty lacking in what I can do. I still look at other chefs and the stuff that they're doing, and I'd really like to get there. But with the restaurant and creating live food dishes, some of the things are really time consuming, and the ingredients themselves are really expensive, but when you get into the labor of them, you can really get into some serious costing, especially with the dehydration. Those things take up to 2 days, for a lot of the products, and it's just not very efficient for the needs of a restaurant. So I'm working on going a more fresh approach than like ground nuts and like processed. It goes through some pretty heavy processing in the course of making some of the dehydrated products. But in the spring and summer, I'm looking forward to really expanding my live food vocabulary.
So when people come in, have you found that like there's a certain percentage that's ordering the raw versus the other?
I think sometimes, because we have some customers that come in that aren't even vegan, I think that sometimes people just like to eat raw food. I would say probably anywhere between 10 to 20% of our customer base are solely live foodists. And I think also live food is something that you see it go up and down in the course of a year. Like right around New Year's, a lot of people make resolutions to eat better and eat fresher. So you'll see a spike in raw food sales, January, February, and then in the spring and summer, a lot of people are trying to be fit, and it's warmer and the heat's kind of kind of wears on you. So people like to eat lighter and fresher. And so we see a lot of that stuff, the sales of that stuff go up as well that time of year.
So for our viewers, we have a lot of viewers. So can you tell them what kinds of foods you serve here as far as raw foods go?
We have live falafel wrap, live wrap. We do live pastas, live pizza. We do live nachos. We do live specials, live soup. We do flax crackers. Live spicy nacho chips, do a walnut chorizo salad. We have a raw brunch menu, our selections on our brunch menu for the weekends. We do smoothies and fresh juices. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed.
Desserts?
We do live desserts. We outsource through some live cheesecakes. We do live fudge. And there's some where we do live ice cream. We have a pretty expansive live menu, and things change pretty frequently. So, and our menu's online. So.
And so, how can somebody find it if they're in the Portland area? Which, by the way, I think it's worth coming into Portland just to eat your food. It was excellent.
Oh, thank you. They could go to our website at blpdx.com. They could give us a call. Our menus are online. You can get directions online, Google Maps too. Or you could call, and if you get somebody on the phone, we can guide you in. We can also tell you about our daily specials. We're on Facebook and Twitter as well. Blossoming Lotus, Portland.
And your space is big enough for a small meetup. If somebody wanted to...
We take reservations of parties of 5 or more. We host parties. We do catering. Sometimes not, it kind of has to be the right time, and I guess the right order. But we also offer catering sometimes.
That's great. Well, I just want to pan really quick your kitchen because that's a nice kitchen. I don't know if we'll be able to see everything. They do offer cooked as well as raw foods. And so what's she making there in the back?
That's the live fudge, and next to that is the live falafel.
Oh. So you dehydrate those?
Yeah. And it's made from walnuts and pecans.
Oh, I see your dehydrators across the back. Yeah, you have a lot of dehydrators back there.
Yeah, we were thinking about getting even more. Or maybe building a room that just has a fan on it with adjustable temperatures.
Yeah.
Or with adjustable.
That's great. Well, thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll probably be seeing you again before we leave the Portland area.
Well, yes, please come in if you guys are still in town. We appreciate it.